If you don't take anything else from this video, take this. If your mind is blind to the possibility, your eyes are most definitely going to be blind to the opportunity. You're not going to see any opportunity that might already be existing for you to be able to elevate your life, level up your life, and start living the life that you want to live, because you don't see it in your mind. Because you must remember, we don't see with our eyes. Our eyes are just an extension of our mind. Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. If you are new, my name is Sthoko. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like it here. We're all about leveling up. We're all about becoming our best selves so that we can be able to actually live our best lives and not just pretend that we are living our best life, that we actually live the lives that we want to live, with the lives that we actually see for ourselves. So that is what we're all about here. So if you are into that, do click that subscribe button. We'd love to have you over. Today I want to share with you some of the mental transformations that I had to undergo for myself, just so that I can be able to do some of the things that I've done with my life, to have some of the things that I have in my life that at some point they really seemed impossible. But I had to undergo this mental transformation so that I can be able to start moving in that direction where I can be able to have the things that I wanted for myself, live the life that I wanted for myself. The first thing that I want to share with you is that there's a quote that I live by, that I've been living by for a long time now. It's a quote by Napoleon Hill, who's the author of the book Think and Grow Rich. This quote says that the starting point of any achievement in life is desire. It goes on to say that weak desires bring about weak results. So the first thing that I want you to think about is that what is it that you desire for yourself? When life is lifing, as they say, you tend to be so focused on just getting by, just getting through the day. Sometimes you even forget to dream. I remember there was a point in my life where I was like, I don't even know what I want for myself. Yeah, I just forgot to dream. I forgot to think about all the wonderful things that I want for myself. I forgot to think about the life that I want for myself. And this quote that I just quoted for you, it says that if you have weak desires, you are going to see weak results. So the desires that you have about your life, they have to be burning inside you so that you can be motivated to pursue the things that you want for your life. So start there. Think about the things that you want for yourself. What are your desires? The things that you deeply want for yourself. Not the things that people tell you that you should want for yourself. Not things that your current circumstances tell you that you should want for yourself. Because sometimes when you just look at your circumstances, you don't even think that you can even dream bigger than your current circumstances, because you don't have proof that you can actually attain bigger things because of the proof that you've had through living your life. So if you don't think that you can achieve bigger things than the things that you've currently achieved or the things that you currently have in your life, you're never going to achieve more than that. So you have to start there. Think about the things that you deeply desire, things that you might never have even told anybody because they seem so far-fetched. They just seem so outrageous, so out there, they just seem impossible. Just allow yourself to just dream and think about the things that you want for yourself. I promise you, it's not going to do anything to you, because sometimes I know you are even scared of dreaming. You are even scared of actually vocalizing things that you want for yourself because they seem so far-fetched. They seem impossible. Say those things to yourself. Say whatever it is that you deeply desire for yourself, and know that there is that possibility that you can actually have the things that you desire for yourself. I know sometimes your current circumstances, your current financial situation, your current whatever, sometimes it can limit you into thinking that that is all that you can be able to do with your life. That is all that you can be able to achieve in your life. But if you want to live that extraordinary life, if you want to live that life of fulfillment for yourself, that life of abundance, that life of freedom and happiness, you must know that you can actually do that. I remember there was a time in my life when I dreamt about owning a house for myself. I thought about it every single day. The vision in my mind was so clear, in a sense that I could see myself in the house that I wanted for myself and my daughter. I could see myself. I could feel what it would feel like to move around in that house, the things that I'd be saying to my daughter in that house, the things that we'd be doing in that house. The vision that you have for your life has to be that clear in your mind. If you want something so bad, you think about it constantly. It used to keep me awake at night because I wanted to have that house, but I didn't know at the time how I was going to be able to achieve that. My financial situation was not one where I could be able to buy a house on my own, the kind of a house that I wanted for myself at the time. But because I saw it first in my mind, it was so clear, the vision that I had for myself and the house that I wanted to have, it was just so clear. Today I live in that house that I dreamt about, and the things that I used to dream about, the feeling that I used to get at the time, I'm living it today. The vision for a life, the vision for the life that you want for yourself, it has to be crystal clear in your mind. The next mental transformation that I did for myself was I had to realize the power that was bestowed upon me by God, because God says that He made us in His image. And for me, that doesn't only mean that He made us in His physical image. It also means that He gave us some of His characteristics. He gave us some of His abilities as well. He gave us some of His creativity. He created heaven and earth. He's the ultimate creator. If we are made in His image, imagine the power that we have within us, because we are an extension of Him. We can also do amazing things because He gave us some of those things. We are made in His image. So I started to realize that I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what even I say to myself. But the truth is, I am made in the image of the Most High, the most creative, the most resourceful, the most powerful God that is out there. I am unstoppable, really. I was born with that power. I just need to cultivate it. I just need to learn certain things, learn certain skills, so that I can be able to do the things that I want to do. But whether I can be able to do it or not, that is not even a question, because the truth is that yes, I can, because I was made in the image of the Most High, the most powerful, the most creative, the most resourceful. So I can be all those things as well. So the moment I started to tap into that, that is when I started to see a positive shift in my life. That is when I started to see that, oh, actually I can do the things that I want to do for myself. Oh, actually I can achieve the things that I want to achieve for myself. Not to say that it's going to be easy, and it's not to say that it's going to just happen automatically. You're going to have to put in the work. When you open your mind to the possibility, that is when you're going to be able to start tapping into all those things. So realize that you've got a lot more control over your life than you might actually believe. God gave us free will. He gave us a lot of things. So there's a lot of things that we can control. There's a lot of things that we can change in our lives, because God gave us that ability. You must just make sure that your focus is in the right place. You put your energy into the right things, things that are actually going to benefit you, and not things that are just going to take away your energy, take away your time, and give you nothing in return. All right, number 3, the next thing that I did was I realized the importance of self-awareness. There's nothing more powerful than somebody that knows themselves. Why am I saying that? That is a very powerful thing, because when you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know all of those things about yourself. When you know your weaknesses, you know the things that you need to work on. If you need to work on those things so that you can be able to get to the place that you need to get to. If you don't know your weaknesses, you're just gonna sit there and not even know what is preventing you from actually taking your life to the next level and leveling up. But if you know your weaknesses, you might be able to identify that in order for me to get to this next level that I want to get to, I need to be able to do this certain thing. If you know that you don't know how to do that thing, that is when you're going to put some time in, put some effort in to try and cultivate whatever it is that you need to cultivate. If it's a skill that you need to learn, you're going to be able to learn that skill so that you can be able to take your life to the next level. But if you don't know anything about yourself, you don't know that you may be easily distracted, you don't know that you may be lazy, you don't know anything about yourself, you are not going to be able to work on those things so that you can be able to move to the next level. It's the same thing with the strengths that you have. Once you know what are your strengths, you're going to be able to leverage that. You're going to be able to use those things to your advantage because they come naturally to you. They are your strength. There's no point swimming against the current. You might as well use the things that you have, use the things that come easy to you to your advantage so that you are able to get to the place that you want to get to quicker because you are using your strengths, things that already come easy to you. So there's nothing more powerful and more important than a high level of self-awareness. There are things that you might know about yourself that you really need to work on. You might be having some toxic traits. You might be having some traits that are not in alignment with the type of a person that you want to become or the type of a life that you want to live. You might have to improve certain things about yourself just so that you can be that person. Because I made a video a few weeks ago when I was talking about how you can be able to make changes in your life and maintain those changes in your life. One of the things that I spoke about in that video is that when you want to make a change and sustain the change in your life, you have to change your identity and become that person. So if you don't know anything about yourself, you don't know those things about yourself, how are you going to work on those character traits that you might be having that are preventing you from leveling up, that are preventing you from going to the next level? If you don't know anything about yourself, if you don't have that level of self-awareness, you're never going to be able to change your identity and become that person who can be able to live the life that you want to live. Because the person that you are today is the person that lives the life that you are living today. The things that you are doing, the things that you've been doing all along, that is what has gotten you to where you are in your life right now. So if you want to move on to the next level, take your life to the next level, it means that you have to change your identity and become somebody new, or expand your identity and become more. Because if you want more, you have to become more. You can't want more, but you are not willing to become more, you're not willing to do more, you're not willing to do any of those things. So just make sure that you have that level of self-awareness so that you can be able to start working on the things that you actually need to work on so that you can be able to move to the next level. All right, the next mental glow up that I had to undergo is that I needed to become more exclusive. I understood the importance of that because self-preservation is very important. If you have things to do, if you have a plan, if you have a strategy for your life, you have activities that you need to do, you need to preserve your energy, you need to preserve your focus, you need to preserve yourself, really. You cannot afford to just entertain anything, entertain anybody and everybody. You cannot afford to do that. Besides the fact that you're gonna get distracted, you're gonna get drained, you're gonna drain yourself trying to entertain all of these things that are not even doing anything for you. You have to understand that if you want to take your life to the next level, you have to become more exclusive. You have to decide the types of people that you allow around you. You have to decide the things that you entertain, the things that you allow to take space in your mind, the things that you allow to take your energy, your time, the people that you allow to take energy and your time, more especially the people. You cannot be entertaining anybody and everybody. People that drain you, people that make you feel not your best, people that make you feel like you can't do the things that you actually want to do. What are you doing entertaining those people? What are you doing spending your time with those people? What are you doing with those people? What are they doing for you? I'm not saying that you must only keep people around so that you can use them. I'm saying that any type of relationship, it has to be mutually beneficial. As much as you give yourself to those relationships, you must also be able to gain something in return, something that is actually beneficial to you, something that is actually going to help you, something that is actually going to help you to move your life to the next level. You cannot afford to let anybody and everybody around you. You cannot afford to be doing things that are actually detrimental to your progress. So it's time for you to take stock of what you do with your time, the people that you spend time with, the energy that you spend on certain things. You must ask yourself, is it really worth it for me to spend energy on these things? Or should I rather focus that energy on the things that are going to be beneficial to me? You need to take stock of that so that you can preserve your energy, preserve your mental focus, preserve yourself so that you only spend your energy, your resources on things that are going to be beneficial to you, things that are going to help you to take your life to the next level. All right, the next thing that I had to really wrap my mind around is the fact that when you want change in your life, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to step out of your comfort zone. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable because change is not comfortable. So once you wrap your mind around that, you're not going to feel like it's so much effort that you have to put into things just so that you can be able to see progress or growth. You're going to understand that it's part of the process. You're not going to fight it. You're going to embrace it. You will know that whenever you have to maybe wake up early in the morning, whether you are waking up to go and exercise, whether you're waking up to start working on your hustle before you go to your 9 to 5, or whether you just want to work around your house because you want to keep your house in a certain way, you will understand that it's not going to be comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable, but it has to be done for you to progress, for you to be able to do the things that you want to do, live the life that you want to live. It's gonna be uncomfortable because sometimes you're going to have to do things that you've never done before. You're gonna have to go places where you've never gone before. You're gonna have to talk to people that you might never have spoken to before. You're gonna have to learn new things that you've never learned before. All of that is going to feel uncomfortable. You need to embrace that. You need to embrace stepping out of your comfort zone. You can never progress in life while you are in your comfort zone. For me, I love sleeping. I've never struggled with sleeping disorders. I've never struggled with any of that. I can sleep all day, all night. It's not going to matter to me. The fact that I slept all day is not going to affect how much I sleep at night as well. So I know that about myself. It's a comfort for me. I can sleep all day, all night. But I understand that if I want to publish a YouTube video, I have to wake up early in the morning and film because I have to go to work. I have to take my daughter to school. I have to do all of these things. I know that over weekends, I might not have that luxury or ability to hang out with friends or do some of the things that, you know, usually people do on weekends. I know that I might not have that luxury because I'm working on something. I'm working on changing my life. So I understand the level of sacrifice that it's going to take for me to achieve some of the things that I want to do. And I embrace that. I understand that it's part of the process. Not saying that it's never difficult. Obviously, it's difficult, but I don't fight it. I don't think of it as it's such a drag. No, I embrace it. I embrace the hardship of hustling and trying to change your life. And I'm choosing to enjoy the process. I'm choosing to enjoy all of those things because one day I can be able to show the next person that this is what I did. I understood there's a level of sacrifice that it's going to take for you to progress to the next level. I understood that it's going to be uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me, but it's not to say that I hate it. I don't hate it. I embrace it. I enjoy the process. Even though at some point I have to, you know, always remind myself of that fact that it's part of the process. It's part of the process. Embrace it. So once you have that mindset, it's going to be easier. Let me not say very easy, but it's going to be easier for you to do the difficult things, to sacrifice the things that you need to sacrifice for that season, because it's not going to be forever. There's a season for everything. There's a season to plant the seeds. There's a season to work the fields. There's a season to reap what you sow. So there's a season for everything. You must just embrace all seasons and understand that it's part of the process. Change that mindset about working hard, about sacrificing, about putting in all this work that you need to put in trying to change your life. It's going to be much more easier for you and you're going to enjoy the process. And when you enjoy the process, that's when you are more likely to stick it out. That's when you are most likely to keep showing up. That is just going to make your process easier than somebody that is fighting against it, somebody that resents the fact that they have to stay in and work as opposed to going out with friends, somebody that resents the fact that they have to wake up early in the morning. It's just not going to be an enjoyable process. But if you embrace it, it's going to be much more enjoyable for you. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and also do click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you over. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end. I will see you on the next video. Bye.